is Coach Melanie, Coach Tori. She's our freshman coach, and this is my assistant, Coach Medina, and also Miss Medina. She also teaches on campus here, so she's our go-to on campus as well. She teaches algebra. Okay, here's my parent band. If you guys have not already joined the parent band, it's really important that you do. Yeah, if you haven't already got it. Okay, freshman band. Everybody got into the freshman one. Okay, I think so. I'm gonna keep moving. I can always pull it right back up. So here are some key dates. A lot of this is really for the varsity and more of the competitive level. I just wanted to give you sort of an idea. Things may change. I'm going to do my very best to get you guys scheduled in advance. The paper version will probably only be this one time. So that being said, it will always be linked and banned. And if there's for some reason like a cancellation or we have to change times, to get facilities is very challenging. So I wish we could be practicing after school from 2:30 to 4:30 every day. It's just not possible. There's not enough space. So we will be practicing when I can get space. And then those longer chunks for like choreography and things, I will have to do my best to make sure that we have a place to practice. And that could mean like a Saturday practice or a later evening practice. Okay, this is sort of the Debbie Downer stuff. Sorry, gotta go through all the rules. So this will be linked to in there. This is just going over the contract. I hope you all read it with a fine-tooth comb, but just in case you didn't, I'm gonna highlight a few of the things. Really, I expect my kiddos that are with me not to be just a leader on the field or on the mat, but to be leaders in classroom. Remember that whether you're wearing a uniform or not, everyone knows that you're a cheerleader and you are a role model now. It's a huge responsibility and you should not take that lightly, and I do not. I hold you to a higher standard. That being said, like we've already made sure that teachers and other coaches know that if they were to see any of our athletes, they are doing something inappropriate, they are to come contact us. There's repercussions with us as well as in the classroom. Grade checks will be sent out. I haven't got the first official date, but it'll probably be right before the first game. Just keep your grades up. And if you need extra help, I mean, you're a student first. So let us know and we'll do what we need to do to make sure that you are getting extra help or tutoring. I mean, I want you guys to prioritize your grades first. Communication is key. We will do our very best to communicate everything through band, or you can reach us through email. There is a chain of command. If there was an issue of some sort, I ask that you go to your level coach first. So if there was an issue on the freshman team, please contact your coach first before reaching out to me. I trust her, and 90% of the issues they can handle on their own. If they even needed guidance, they can reach out to me. And then if it is another issue that I need to get involved, I'm happy to. But Mr. Couple doesn't need to know where practice is. So it's really important that if you reach out to your level coach before reaching out to me or to Mr. Couple, okay? Social media. So just be responsible. Be responsible. I know it's fun, but especially when you're in uniform, do not do any silly TikToks that say bad words or gestures or anything, because I always will get them. And there's repercussions with that. Remember, if you're wearing anything that says shadow, you're representing the school, yourselves, and our program. So you have to keep that within context. And for those like upperclassmen and things, colleges, the first thing they do is Google your name. And they pull you up and all that social media stuff. So just keep it clean. If it's something that your parents would approve of, then I think it's fine to post. I love it. Attendance is key. Please, please. If you're sick, we don't want you at practice. However, if you can give us as much advance notice as possible, that would be great. If you get injured, On site, you are immediately to go to the trainer. And then after that, there's a protocol that has to be ran through, and you won't be able to return to play until they clear you. If something happens offsite and you see a doctor, you now need to see our trainer and get cleared through him as well as the doctor. I feel like a lot of this transportation, this is new this year. For any reason we are traveling anywhere, we all must ride together in a Dysart provided transportation system. So no matter where we're going, you can't meet us at a game, you can't meet us at a comp, we all have to travel together. However, you all signed an RMA. If you would like to take your child after a game, if you just give me a heads up and let me know, and I can like see you and your child is leaving with you, that has already been signed. It's now done in RMA. You can take them after a game or a comp. We all have to travel together. Okay, so nails and jewelry. I've been beating this, and I know I sound like such an ad, but it's not my rule. It's an AIA rule. They cannot be in uniform, like for an assembly, let's say, with their hair down and jewelry on, doing a sideline. The AIA coordinator said that she has to assume that at some point we would be doing skills. Therefore, we would be in violation. So if you are in uniform and we're doing an assembly, or you're at a game, anything that, remember that if somebody wants to see a picture of you and you have jewelry in and your hair down, that's now an AIA violation. It's not my rule, guys. So I don't wear jewelry, can't have nails, okay? I shouldn't be able to see your nails like past your fingertips. Okay, so our financial obligation, my booster is gonna really go over this in depth. I just wanted to touch base on sort of the like highs and lows, but overall, we will break this down, and everything that is immediately needs to be due, other than the $98 fee that needs to be paid to the bookstore, there will be a $100 pay to play fee administered to your RMAs, and then those will be due as well. Everything else, there will be a link given to you where you can make payments separate. Eventually, and then Booster will go through how we collect fees and stuff for comps. Okay, so for competition, we are co-ed, reigning champions. We'd like to keep it that way. This year, I've added game day to the competition schedule, which is more of a sideline. So we would be doing what we would be doing at a Friday night at a competition level. So we'll go through band chant, our fight song, and then situational, whether it be defense or offense. I'm really excited about this. It's super clean. It's really a focus on like crowd involvement, not as much like elite skill. You still need those, but it's really more about engaging like the crowd and bringing them in, having them react to us, those types of things. And then show cheer, we're gonna bring it this year. This was a huge, talented group of kids. I mean, I've never seen kids work so hard. Gives me goosebumps. I'm so excited for the season on all levels. So we're trying to take it to the next level. That being said, the more that everybody is here and engaged and working really hard, it is so important. But I need you to continue to keep your feet to the fire. So all of you guys trying to get that next elite skill, keep doing that on your own time. So important. We will be bringing in tumbling coaches, but if you have time on your time, then really I encourage you to keep that momentum up, because so many of you guys are so close. And honestly, we just have so much time. We have to keep it going. Okay, this is our link. So the essentials right now that we're going to need within the next few weeks is cheer shoes. The link to Infinity is through there. Our spirit wear package is there. Our practice wear for all 3 levels will be a black Leo. I have it laying up here. There's a link there. Again, you can get them in a variety of places. And then black shorts. And then you will need solid black Spanx to wear underneath your uniforms. They can't have like logos on them. I don't want like a hot pink stripe out the tie up. I need to be completely black. I think that's, oh, and the backpacks. As soon as I get a link, I'll post it in the band so that everybody can get a backpack ordered. If you want, it's an optional buy. I think thoughts are that fast. Do you guys have any questions? I know I submitted all the paperwork early time. I just needed to hit some of those highs and lows. One thing I did want to bring up, no team is set. That being said, like I will be communicating with my lower level coaches often. It would not, like, I would not be above like pulling up a JV athlete if I need to. That being said, also for competition, maybe I have kids that aren't quite where I need them to be at the competitive level. I may have to pull them off the mat as well. My competition teams are not set, and I don't necessarily think they will be set for the whole season. Things happen, and we have to keep the competitive edge as well. So that being said, keep the hustle, keep that working ethic, like, because I may have to pull you up. You have to be ready. We were, so many of you were within points of each other. And that's good. It says a lot about your work ethic. Any other questions, guys? I just threw a lot of information at you. Okay. Well, no program is successful without an amazing booster, and we are fortunate to have a very great booster. So that being said, booster is now going to handle all the finance stuff.
Hey everybody, my name is Chris and I'm the booster president, and Michelle is our vice president, and Melissa is our treasurer, and we have two people that aren't here right now. Paige is one of our at large and Christy is our secretary. So we do not have anything to do with what happens at practice, on the mat competition, at games. Our job is solely how do we fund what everybody wants to do, right? So we are going to be really ambitious this year and raise a ton of money. It's going to be really cool, and everybody's going to have a lot of fun doing it, I hope, because we're all going to team up together and make it amazing. One of the ways we do that is the paper you got today is Fan Angel, and we were able to this year separate it into two different groups so we can pay for several different things. For the varsity team, this is going to directly go towards our nationals trip and paying for the end of the year banquet. For the JV and Froshmore team, there is going to be somebody coming in to work with them twice a month. Twice a month? Yeah. And we're hoping to raise enough money through Fan Angel to pay for that completely, so parents won't have to pay for that. And then also go towards the end of the year banquet. We are going to have one banquet at the end of the year, all three teams together like we should, because we are all one big team. So that's going to be really exciting this year. But if you look at this paper right here, about a quarter of the way down, it has two different links, one for varsity, one for the JV and Froshmore team. Please set this up. It is open. You can start donating tonight. This goes through September 9th. This is our first fundraiser as official team. The goal total is $15,000. Last year we did 18 and change. The year before that we did 25. So 15 should be very simple, right? We can do this a number of different ways. The girls can promote it, parents can promote it. All you have to do is put a link. They'll provide you a QR code that you can post on your social media. And really the biggest thing is people can just go to that and donate however much they want to donate. We do prizes for first, second, and third place. And this year we'll do it for both groups. We're going to lump JV and Froshmore together. First, second, and third will get prizes there. Varsity, first, second, third will get prizes there. Okay. Next, we have a couple different things coming up. At the end of the month, we're going to do a car show that the football booster has been kind enough to invite us to. At that one, we are going to be basically hosting like a little concession stand. So we are going to, on the parent band, which if you haven't joined the parent band and you're thinking, oh, I don't need to know anything that's going on, wrong, you need to join us. If you're not on there, you want to know what's going on, you won't be able to help us, we need your help. So we'll be posting several things tonight where we're either going to need donations for food items that you can get like Sam's, Costco, or there might be something where we need volunteer help. We do have a golf tournament for varsity coming up this year. It's going to be the first time we've ever hosted one. We're going to have silent auction items. We're going to need to do prizes. So we're going to be very ambitious. I think that we can get there. My goal for varsity is to make it so no parent has to pay a single dime for the travel cost for their athlete to California or the hotel. So it's ambitious, but we can get there. I think last year, based on what we did, we had $8,000 left over. And that actually allowed us to buy new uniforms for varsity for the sidelines, which is a good thing we did because we're missing a bunch of JV uniforms, so it's gonna work out great. And then it also allowed us to buy track mats, which I'm sure Coach Kyla and the other coach can tell you too, that that's kind of a big deal because it's gonna allow us to stunt safer on the sideline and also tumble safer on the sideline. So we were able to do that right off the bat. And I think we can get there again this year, do a lot. If you have questions regarding fundraising, payments, there will always be a link for something. I know Coach kind of touched on that. But when it comes to like competition fees for varsity, there will be a link that we do once a month for the next 3 months. So September, October, November. And then we'll be done paying comp and choreo fees and music fees, whatever is involved with the competition fee, we'll be done after that. So, but those will start September 1. So we've got a couple weeks before that happens. And I know there's a lot of different fees and everyone's probably like, whoa, oh my gosh, but it's really not that expensive. There are programs in the valley that they're $2,000 just off the jump. Boom, one check. So we try to keep it as inexpensive as possible. But if you have a money question, that's what we're here for. If you have a coach question, please don't bring it to us. We have no pull on that whatsoever. We're in the same boat as you guys. So please direct any of those questions to the coaches. And if it's a money question, fundraising question, donation question, please bring them to us. And one other thing before I'm done, we did for the first time this year do a sponsorship program for businesses. It's a great way for businesses to have a write-off. If you know anybody who owns a business or you own a business and you're looking for some tax deduction, please come see me after the meeting. I would love to give you some more information on that. We've got several different tier levels, and we are going to promote those businesses as our sponsors. We are doing a sponsor shirt for all the teams. So when they go anywhere, they're going to have the sponsors on the back. We'll say Shadow Ridge Stallion or something on the front, but on the back, we'll have all the logos of our sponsors on that too. We are going to promote them at games as well. So it's a great way for people to be able to write off a little bit, get a little exposure, but also help the team. So like I said, if you know someone that might be interested in that, you can either message me on band as well, or you come to me after the meeting. So any questions? Everything we're talking about right now will be in the band tonight in the parent meeting.
Really quickly too, just to touch on the money part. We as coaches can't accept payment for anything. So don't send checks with your kiddos, don't send cash. We cannot, it's a liability thing. We cannot take money from your children. So any payments for anything or checks, that all needs to go there or the bookstore. Like we cannot accept any of that.
Well, okay, on the bookstore part,
There you go.
when you go in to pay your $98 to the bookstore, is every team doing that or just varsity?
Just varsity.
For varsity
I've relabeled
parents
it too.
only. You're paying a $98 fee. It is a donation, so you can get the tax credit. If you go in there and tell them that it's a coach fee or something, they will not give you a donation form. And then it makes it all really complicated. $98 is really a tax deductible fee for the school. You can actually give up to $450 to the school. You just have to make sure you put it to cheer. That's it.
And your child's name.
And your
Right.
child's name. So cheer in your child's name, $98, varsity only. Okay. Other payments, we'll either provide a link in band or we'll post a time that I'll be at practice or something. You guys can meet me there if you want to give me a check or cash or something like that. But that will be the only fee right now that you will take to the bookstores, the $98 for cheer donation. That's it. Okay. Now, any questions? Okay. Yes.
So on the parent website, the parent portal.
Yes.
You are able to make donations on there. Are you able to make that $98 payment to the parent portal?
Yes, you just have to put that as a donation for cheer and your athlete's name.
Okay.
That's it.
That's not-
Yeah.
It has a tax donation part that would be.
So if you're a varsity parent, you just ask if you can, on the donation part on the Shadow website, if you can donate there. Yes, you can. You just have to, one, send a copy of the receipt to Coach Kyla, so she has it. But you just have to make sure you put for donation for cheer and your athlete's name. So you can do that online as well. Or you can go to the bookstore, or you can even have your athlete take it in and tell them it's a donation for cheer, and they can give them a receipt there too. Either way. Thank you for asking that question. Anybody else?
No, so much information.
Everything will be posted
Yeah.
in either the team band, if it's team specific, or if it's something to do with money or fundraisers, it'll go in the parent band. Okay,
the bookstore, talked to the distributors, she'll put the $100 pay to play next week, like.
It's actually good call. That it's actually Megan just sent me, it will be due September 5th and they won't let you play or until that's paid. As soon as I send in my rosters, that's part of the reason. If you have not filled out that athlete information link that is posted in the band right now, and I don't have your name, you won't be on the roster. And once I have my roster set, I have to send those in and then they'll administer the pay to play. It's a one-time fee for the whole year. Every sport
That
has to do it.
nothing to do with the program
Yeah.
specific, that goes to funds, and they use that to pay for like insurance for the programs and that kind of, so that has nothing to do with booster, that has to go either through RMA or you can pay it in the bookstore when they open.
I guess that's it. Okay, has any varsity families not gotten a printed schedule?
I could do it.
Never mind, I got
Okay, and what about JV and Frosh? Have you guys all got printed schedules? Again, these will all be linked in the corresponding band as well. Okay, yeah, if you just keep your hands up, we'll come around and find you. JV, just let me know JV Frosh, all the fun stuff. Have, do you have a question?
Varsity? Okay, got a varsity.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and we are so excited about this season. It's gonna be great. You are free to leave. Go enjoy your weekend. And athletes, I will see you tomorrow morning.